Hi, I'm Janet Yong. I'm an author, speaker, and consultant.
How did you start your entrepreneurship?
Well, it started in 2004, more like an experiment, mainly because I just attended a new course in Malaysia on feng shui. And at that point in time, the master that I learned from advocates placement of items, she said, place this item there, you will get love. Place another item somewhere else, you'll get success in career. So I was curious because I came from a background where I have to prove any new technology to doctors with clinical papers. So I started this push cart out of an experiment to find out whether placement of items in a different location, if I explain to them, whether it will work. And obviously it worked because till today I'm still a feng shui and ba zi consultant, and through that I started my retail business and consultancy business.
How did you expand your business afterwards?
After running successful push carts for a couple of months, I decided to do more simultaneous push carts, and that's when I realized I didn't have enough space at home for the items. So I took up an office and warehouse and started training in feng shui and ba zi as well. And in the year 2009, I got the first retail outlet where I expanded to a fixed location rather than just rely on push carts. But I realized that I was not really good at managing operations, managing manpower, especially when my consultancy business went up. So I approached my supplier to see whether they would like to manage the operations and inventory while I basically just focus on consultancy and the brand management of eTreasures. And that was basically my first passive stream of income where I charged them a service fee to manage the brand.
What is your next milestone in your business?
After I passed on the operations to my partner and operating an increased consultancy business, in the year 2012, I decided that maybe I should enterprise my business, and that's when I foray into retail expansion of auspicious clothing as well as jewelry. However, after running it for a couple of years, I'm back in the same situation where I was worrying about manpower, worrying about operating costs, worrying about rental costs, and the tipping point came when during one of the Chinese New Year promotion, my supervisor called and said that there was not enough staff and I had to go down to manage the evening slot as a sales promoter in Metro Paragon. And because I didn't know of the security guidelines, I took a defective clothing piece that my supervisor passed to me and did not declare. I was withheld in security for an hour. And during that point in time, I basically asked, what have I gotten myself into again? Well, after all these years of being in retail, I started to think, is there a way for me to expand my business without having to invest in capital, without having to expand with additional manpower and having the headaches of managing cash flow as well as inventory? From the year 2015, we decided to foray to online platforms. So the first one was basically to transit to an e-commerce platform for the eTreasures brand of items. Second, being an author and writing the Being Happy and Successful series of books, I started to earn book royalties as well. Thirdly, because of this extension in Being Happy and Successful series of books, I went into training and consultancy and therefore had online reports for sale, either for consultation, for training, as well as on our website 24/7. However, I realized that I had to pick up digital marketing skills and therefore went to relearn and reskill, especially in the areas of search engine optimization, search engine marketing, as well as social media marketing in order to drive traffic to our websites.
How did COVID-19 impact you?
I guess I must say we were really lucky because we pivoted before COVID-19 into online platforms. So when COVID-19 hit and everybody was stuck at home, everybody went online, we realized our barter calculator web app, for instance, had thousands of traffic, and our online report sales actually peaked as well. So right now we are really looking into digital courses, affiliate marketing models, as well as subscription-based models as well.
What will your suggestions be for someone who is looking at a new income stream?
Well, number one, we have to understand our strengths and weaknesses, just like what I covered in the Being Happy and Successful series of books, and in this particular online course in Module 2, Know Yourself to Succeed. Number two, you have to make sure that you have a great team or partners to collaborate with. Because if you are action-oriented, maybe you're not idea-oriented, and your team member can basically complement you in that particular area. Number three, what we need to look at right now is business skill sets. If you have not gone into business, pick those business skill sets up, understand cash flow management, understand the meaning of profit and loss, which we'll be covering in the next module. And number four, we need to basically understand that the world is going digital. Therefore, digital marketing skill sets, content marketing, understanding the digital marketing funnel will be critical, and that will be covered in one of our later modules in this particular online course as well. Thank you for taking the time for me to share my journey with you, and I look forward to have you on the course and our group coaching session as well.